Real quick, I want to talk about the energy wing of Bauer Beauty. This is a portal, if you will. I call it the energy school because it is a process that you need to go through in order to kind of unravel, peel back those layers. And my core philosophy for beauty, for living, for anything, you know this if you've been around a little while, you've heard me talk about manifestation energy. You see me talking about that when it comes to acne, especially, but still how I live life. It's how I think about aging or beauty in the present moment, even though I don't have acne. My core, like how I approach beauty, is internally. I look at everything that I want to accomplish externally as an internal mission. That's just how I do life. So if you do life that way, maybe I'm just a step ahead of you and I can show you my reliable method for being able to transform that. Okay. And the way that I do that is through subconscious reprogramming. I know this is like the hot word now, but it's because it works. This is like, nervous system regulation. It's because it works. And it was kind of like a missing layer for those who have tried to manifest things and kind of struggle or feel like it's an uphill battle, or just feel like you manifest things but you still feel off, or you can't manifest them correctly, or whatever the case may be. The goal is to peel back the layers so you become the most pure, authentic version of you, so that you are a clean receptor, whatever, so that you can have energy move through you in a very clean and intentional way, instead of having that phenomenon that occurs when you are ruled by your subconscious mind. It'll feel like you literally are watching yourself be someone else. It'll be like, against your best intentions, you are behaving a certain way. Like, you really wanted to react this way, but then it felt like like something took you over and you became something else. And it's often accompanied with a very visceral reaction. It feels like a trigger, and it's just like you don't know how to act, and it's like fight or flee, freeze, whatever. And this is all subconscious programming. And there are a lot of ways to do this, but the energy of beauty is an EFT portal. That is primarily what it's going to be. Within the modules, like within all of the trainings, there will be some type of EFT, I'm sure. However, as this evolves, it might turn into something else. It might accompany trainings. I'm sure it will, actually. I already want to upload a training. Actually, there's already one training in there. The welcome to, and kind of like how it works, why it works. But my core philosophy is that anything going on in your external world can be amended through the internal, through some patience, through some determination to overcome ourselves, not determination to like bulldoze ourselves. This isn't about like set a goal and work so hard and push and blah, blah. No, that's the fucking opposite. It's like, I'm a feminine creator, which means I want to do the internal work and let things come to me. Okay. This is just how I am. This is how I create. There are obviously numerous ways to manifest and to create. But for me, I want to remove the blockages and then just experience. Remove the blockages and then experience. It's like a lever, like taking like a dam off of like, okay, whatever, the dam holds the water up. If you were to remove the dam and the water just flushes through, right? And just now it's a free flowing blah, blah, blah. That's what an EFT session is like. If you just do like a little bit of EFT tapping, it's like removing that dam permanently, which is wild. It's removing the dam permanently. This is scientifically proven, okay? This isn't like, there are multiple reasons why I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with the fact that it is scientifically proven. I'm obsessed with the fact that it's so deployable. Like, I can literally be driving and just do whatever I need to do, even if I'm driving at any point. So it's accessible, it's pretty affordable. I've paid for education courses, trainings, and things like that, and it kind of pales in comparison to what it's actually worth. I still like subscribing to different like teachers. I love On Instagram, Haley Hoffman Smith. I love on YouTube, Brad Yates. Okay, Brad Yates has a ton of free resources. But what I'm doing in this portal, and before I continue yapping about all this, where I'm going is that this is the energy of beauty. So if you are insecure, if you are lacking self-esteem and confidence, this is what you want. You want the energy of beauty school. You don't want to continue to delay results in your life. This is one thing that I've had to really learn is like, we were taught to kind of stay small, like, oh, let me just be conservative. Let me just try it. We were taught, like, our reflex is just to be so conservative, like, let me just dip my toe in and blah, blah, blah. But like, actually, it's scientifically proven that the best results come from extreme transformation, extreme change. And I urge you to like stop sleeping on your life in general, whether it's this program or whatever. Just take the leap. Okay. Nothing is outside of you telling you to stay in place. It's your subconscious mind. That's the best advice I can give you after now 5.5 years of being in business. If you don't know, having a business is kind of like having a baby, and it basically reflects back all your shadows. So over the past like 5.5 years, I've experienced the most insane amount of growth like that you could ever imagine, because that's what it is when you have a child, when you have something reflecting your shadow back all the time to you, triggering you all the time. Like, you either die or you adapt. What I mean by die is like you stay married to your programming and you just live in this bubble of everything is miserable. You live in this bubble of it's everyone else and it's life and it's the outside world is just so crazy and blah, blah, blah. Or you adapt, you humble yourself, and you realize that if you are experiencing it but someone else is not, then it's not the world. It's you, which is good news. You can transform this. But I find, since we don't ultimately have control over like the aging process exactly, I find the people that age best and the way to age really well throughout your life and to look the best in the moment as well is to like yourself, to be extremely confident, to be able to make the money that you need to make, to be able to take care of yourself in whatever way in whatever way you want to, and to be able to learn how to uphold the highest boundaries and standards. This is a big one. Like the boundaries and standards that you need to have that oomph to back yourself. Because I guarantee there are areas of your life where you just kind of let it go. You just tolerate, and the amount of shit that you're fucking tolerating ages you. It is anti-aging to meet your own standards and boundaries. Like, to be able to say, no, I won't do it that way. To be able to be in the habit of being like, I won't do this until this. I won't do this until I get that. Like, you have to really be in the habit to have that like neural pathway built out that demands what you want in a very non-negotiable way. Just saying yes or no with your energy and then receiving it, or whatever needs to happen. Holding ruthless standards in your life, not only will that prevent you from ever having regrets in life. This is like one of my core motivations I've learned. It's like, I don't want any regrets. And I'm sure it's like a lot of people's motivation. So I don't want any regrets. So I am constantly auditing my experience and like figuring out like how to enjoy and maximize my life, and in what way will I want to be living my life that I will be so proud of myself in the future, versus looking back and being like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't know what I had, and I can't believe I didn't know this, and I can't believe I didn't understand, and I can't believe I was such a baby, can't believe I cried, I can't believe I was just like blah, 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 you know what I mean? Like, this is the last thing you want. So the goal with the energy of beauty school is to instill a violent self-trust that makes you a very ruthless fucking person in terms of like your energy, There are no benefits of the doubts. There are no like, maybe we'll see, dip my toe in, waste another year. There's only like now. There's only like maximizing my time now. I'm not doing it. This is the only available way. This is the only way I'm available for doing it. And this is the only treatment I'm available for receiving. So that's the energy of beauty school. Currently, it's a subscription for $25 a month, which is obviously an insanely good price. But I really want to make it accessible for you guys. And I think that's a really fair price. I am uploading modules often. I don't know. Right now, I intend on uploading one every day at least until we get ramped up to a certain point. And then I'm sure it'll slow down, and then I'll get on some type of cadence in terms of uploading. And yeah, I'm going to let it evolve as it evolves. But right now, energy of beauty is where you want to be. If you really want to create a big change in your life, if you really want to up level and get into the subconscious, 10 out of 10 recommend.